All right, well, we know more, but we still don't know anything. All right, guys, so welcome to another video here. Forbes put out a decent article this morning kind of updating this whole Brime situation, or Brime or Brime. You guys let me know. I'm going to call it Brime. A new streaming platform that's very, very, very small, doesn't have very much money behind it, but it got tied into this whole Dr. Disrespect ban thing with some conspiracies about what might be going on. And everybody figured today they would know if Brime had anything to do with the Dr. Disrespect situation or if they were going to be working with any other streamers. And at this point, it would look like from this article, absolutely not. So let's go ahead and take a look at this a little bit closer. So after being tied to a conspiracy involving Dr. Disrespect's mysterious ban on Twitch, new streaming service Brime has provided some answers as to what's going on and how they are not at all remotely tied to the Doc situation. Now the debate is whether or not the site exists at all or is an elaborate troll, and the Q&A they're doing as we speak has been wildly entertaining. To recap, here's how we got there. Number one. Dr. Disrespect has been banned from Twitch permanently. According to sources and the fact that everyone is getting their subs refunded, no one knows why, and even the usual set of leakers is not sharing. Number two, Shroud and Ninja have left Mixer because it's shutting down and have turned down contracts with Facebook Gaming, while everyone assumes they'll land back on Twitch. That has not yet been announced. And I don't know where they're going to land, to be honest with you. I don't know if Ninja wants to go back to Twitch or not, or if Shroud wants to go back to Twitch, or if they regret leaving or any of that kind of stuff. Maybe they'll go YouTube. They're not going Facebook Gaming, which I'm glad, since they didn't take up any contracts there. But I'm guessing YouTube or Twitch, but they could go with the Spotify-backed new platform that's coming out. But I don't think that has anything to do with Doc either, because as it's in many videos, Google has nothing to do with Spotify, and people keep saying that Google has to do with this Spotify backing. It doesn't. It doesn't. So a 4chan post claimed that Ninja, Shroud, and Doc are starting their own Spotify-backed streaming service, and Doc was banned for breaking his recently signed Twitch contract and trying to poach other streamers. No one can talk about it because of Google NDAs. Spotify is not owned by Google. So I don't think anything as far as that is necessarily going on. If it is with Spotify, I don't think it has anything to do with Google, because if you look into it, Google really has nothing to do with Spotify, nor would they have anything to do with NDAs. Google is all about YouTube streaming, YouTube gaming, and all of that. They're not going to have anything to do with a competitive service like Spotify. So this whole conspiracy is a little bit thin, what's been spreading around on the internet with that. So number four, internet drama hound Keemstar elevated this theory to his 2.8 million followers, citing evidence that there's a new streaming startup called Brime that has a Twitter account following Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, and Shroud, among others. And they'll be answering questions Monday the 29th. Doc had an image in his stream that said, "Prepare for the 29th." So that seemed very interesting, but that is not true. So hence the Brime conspiracy was born, and a Twitter account amassed 70,000 followers just a few days after its creation. I'm sure they were grateful for that. Now those answers are here, and they are not what anyone was hoping for. If you thought this was going to explain Doc's ban, you're wrong. Here's an example of some of the questions and answers so far. Who is joining Brime? While we want to share this, we can't. We have talked to streamers of other platforms that show interest and may be moving into the platform on their own terms when agreements are made. What is Brime? It's a code name based on the history of two names that were once a streaming site. Do you have the proper framework and RMTP? We're working with some great web developments that already exist on this using many services, including WebRTC. It's a bit broad and complex. How many people work for Brime? 4. Are you a kid? Not actually. I'm a 33-year-old male. I'm just being careful with what I share. At major respect if you're curious. Okay, so what's going on? Here's what he's saying in this article. Brime is not a 4chan troll, nor is it a big Spotify-backed streaming service that has poached some of the most popular streamers in the world. What it seems like to me is that in the wake of the Mixer disaster, a few guys got together and had an idea to form their own streaming platform. These appear to be people without much of a technical background or any financial support. But after the Disrespect ban, they were spun into this conspiracy through no fault of their own, and yet then decided they might as well play up the connection and be coy about everything until today. where they have amassed 70,000 followers. Why turn down the free press? Exactly. To be clear, starting a streaming website is not like making your own blog. You need massive infrastructure for hosting and would absolutely need a huge amount of funding and technical know-how to try to pull something like that off. There's a reason only multi-billion-dollar corporations these days are the essential ones trying to make new streaming services. Not to rain on their parade, but 4 people with a Twitter account ain't gonna cut it. And that's what I'm saying. This is nothing to do with Ninja, Shroud, Doctor. The money that these guys, the level these guys are at, is so far beyond a new platform like Brime. It has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I guess I don't blame them for riding the Doc ban wave, but yeah, it's time to put an end to it. Brime is nothing more than an idea a couple of people have, and if they even manage to get a coming soon website up, I'll be surprised. As trolls have snapped up various Brime-related domains in the wake of this, see brime.tv, the actual reason for Doc's ban likely remains serious based on everything we know and don't know about it so far. There's a reason no one is talking or leaking, and it likely has nothing to do with something like contract disputes. More to come on that, which remains the actual story here. Yes, not Brime, not anything else, not even Mixer at this point. We all know that's shutting down. What is going on at Twitch? What is going on with Dr. Disrespect? He's lost some sponsorships already. But some he hasn't. Like the last article I was looking at, like he's still up on G Fuel right now anyway, but he's lost his like vinyl figurine endorsements and some other things. I don't know if he's going to be able to stream on another platform. We have no idea what's happening here, but we do know Brime has nothing to do with it. Spotify platform could still have something to do with it. Could we see like a Ninja Shroud Dr. Disrespect announcement like all together that they're doing something? Sure. Could it be the reason why Doc got banned? Sure. But it's hard to tell. I've seen Doc rant on about how he is all about Twitch and how he would never leave Twitch. He's staying there, Champions Club, the whole thing. It would have to be something spectacular for Doc to do something to leave Twitch or to start something else. It would have to be something he so believed in to go do that, because he was so already become the face of Twitch, especially since Ninja and Shroud and them have left. And yes, there's other huge streamers, goodness, like Summit and Soda Poppin' and all them. There's great ones, a lot of good streamers. But Doc, I mean, Doc is just a personality that everybody knows. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens here. I will be following the story, just like I said. Every time something new comes out, I'll get a video on it until we hopefully find out exactly what's going on. And let's hope that that's this week, because I know a lot of people are waiting to find out what's going on. Thanks a lot for coming and check out this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. Give the video a thumbs up and leave me your comment down below. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.